People sometimes ask us, what is the best application for, how do we decide between a tabletop conveyor or a mat top conveyor? In a lot of instances, these conveyors can be interchangeable. In a lot of other cases, there will be one that has distinct advantages over the other. Typically, a tabletop conveyor will be a cheaper conveyor to construct and have a lower capital cost. We will typically use a tabletop conveyor in packaged goods. This being whether the goods are already in primary packaging or in the secondary packaging in the case. Tabletop conveyor in its construction allows for a lot of variety in the conveyor path that you just can't do with mat top. You can have copes, you can have declines, you can have inclines, obviously curves. You can have a lot of different tabletop materials. You can have grip top if you need to move a case up an incline. You can incorporate paddles. You can incorporate attachments to the tabletop, and this lends itself to a wide variety of packaged goods conveyance. Another aspect of tabletop chain is the industry is relatively standardized. 880 chain from one manufacturer typically is very similar to 880 chain from another manufacturer. 882 is very typical to 882 from another manufacturer. Typically don't want to mix them, but you can always replace one chain manufacturer's chain with another manufacturer's chain in the same conveyor frame. This gives an end user flexibility down the road if there's ever a supply chain shortage, or if you've changed vendors, then you can get chain that will work in your application from multiple sources. Mat top chain has distinct advantages above tabletop chain in applications, certainly when you're moving raw product. It's a more sanitary chain. If you're going around curves, both will go around curves, but a mat top chain offers more support than a tabletop chain. Tabletop chain, as it goes around the curve, you will get a spreading effect on the outside of the chain and a compression effect on the inside of the chain that sometimes can be problematic if you have a product that can slip down between the links, such as a stretch wrap product or a shrink wrap product. Mat top chain, typically another advantage to it is you can go around a very tight nose bar, or a smaller nose bar than you typically could go around with a tabletop chain. Mat top also has the advantage over tabletop chain in that it can go around a very tight nose bar. Some will go around a nose bar that's only 3/4 of an inch in diameter, and then with your thickness of your mat top, that gives you an actual 5/8 radius on the nose bar. A typical tabletop is going to be closer to a 3.5 inch radius at its drive in and idle end. So the transfer of product can be much smoother. Mat top chain can also have a variety of attachments, from side guides, flights. It can have rough top, it can have roller top. These variety of options make conveyance options almost limitless. If you're moving raw product, it's very common to have flights on the mat top conveyor to go up an incline. You can have side guides that travel with the mat top. You can have side guides that are stationary. The selection of what type of conveyor and what type of belting to use is very application specific. So if you have an application for conveyance, please give us a call at 913-722-6664 or contact us through our customer portal on our website.